What the fuck kind of songs can we listen to? Um... Okay, race laps, why are you not working? Delta, why are you not working? Okay, are the setups here now? Yeah. Thanks, Bobek. Mate, what am I looking at on setup? Let's test a couple things. I think you need to go stiffer here, but I'm not sure. Hey, Miguel. So what's up? Are we driving this next week or are we driving something else? Hey, Captain. Pick up Monza. Yeah. Hoppa. I don't know what to listen to, so if anyone has any suggestions. This might be a bit too loud. Oh, I hate this chicane. I remember this from last time. Yeah, you have to be less precise, but you just bounce over it. Will we get iRacing sound not working? Yeah, there's no music on YouTube. If you want music, you can go to Twitch, but game sound should be working now. So the plan today is to test a couple things and then make a YouTube video out of the stream. Yeah, I think Aston's the only choice here. The roboter. What is a roboter? Merc was okay. I think Aston's the only choice. So let's see what time Lasse did on this. And then we push a bit, see if we can beat it. But I don't know, Lasse likes to drive this car really low rake, and I don't like it. Yeah, because I can make a YouTube video out of it, actually. Yeah, and there's nothing to drive through. Making YouTube videos is fun for now, so yeah. We're bottoming out so bad, man. Making YouTube... I do not know how to make YouTube thumbnails. Why am I understeering so much? Next video will just be about next week. Like what cars I recommend. Stuff like that. Okay, now we push a bit. But I'm understeering to the moon. Nice iRacing. But they keep making this track worse every time they update it. It went from goated already to meh. But every time we are here, it gets worse. Mate, the setup doesn't turn.
Got wheel damage.
44.6. What times are we doing in these conditions? Let me have a look. .43.7 on lap 4 of the race, so that's even a lap later than this. Right. Yeah, so let's keep pushing a bit so we're a bit closer to the time we're aiming for, and then we're gonna try to make some setup changes. Because I'm not gonna drive this understeer the whole week. Yeah, this track should be Aston Martin. I don't know why we're so hot, but let's see. Holy understeer. And I'm in ABS on like 10% brake. Okay, this should be the lap 10. Lap 4. Hey, Roberto. The car just doesn't turn. And surely you bottom out here. I hear it bottoming out. Yeah, but the diff is not the only thing. I can't drive this. The fuck is Lasse doing sometimes? It should be on my Discord. The iRacing settings. Now let's keep pushing a bit because I'm nowhere near the lap times he's doing, so. Well, Lasse makes the setups for CDA. In some cars. Aston is one of them. And I manage a CDA setup, so I have to look after the Aston if Lasse makes it. No, maybe on fixed, but on open it's definitely Aston. Just go straight on the power. Okay, 0.4.
Left of the session.
I can't stand these brakes. I'm like looking at the brakes and I'm in the ABS. There's really good speed, medium speed corners. I don't know, Victor. Whatever lost put in. I don't know. Just turn the ABS off on do that. Okay, so like 3/10 off now. I think that's good enough to start messing around a bit. There you go, Vent. Thanks, Nathan. That surely is it. Should I just uninstall YouTube again with these YouTube comments? Alright, that's right. No, give me good criticism, not like... It's complete shit advice that a 3K has, thinking that that's gonna cause the understeer. Come on, dude. The Aston's really good in these medium speed corners. It carries a lot of good speed. I mean, you can run another car if you find being 2/10 off the pace, but... Depends a lot on your setup if it's steady on cold tires. No, the understeer is caused by the setup. Because we're running very low rake for the wing that I'm running. But sure, listen to the YouTube comment. Oh my god, this cold tires don't do anything. Not really, but it's not completely shit, but it's not really good. Well, you don't want to be running low wing around here. You want to be running close to max on max, depending on what car you have. No, you don't lower the rake. You want to run as high rake as possible. But at some point you're going to lose the rear. Because the rake is like your front wing. And there's a lot of corners here where you want a lot of downforce. So we need to find a good balance. This track is not about top speed. Wait, this is lap 2 now? Oh my... Why is it always the YouTube comments, man? Why is it always the YouTube comments? Holy shit. Depends on your weather conditions, but I think so. But this is quite hot, so... Always goes to this. First they give shit advice, and then they get offended and it gets personal. What the fuck? Throttle and brake overlap at the start of braking doesn't cause understeer. Wait, get a grip, dude. Go watch like Svelly Almeida videos or something, maybe you can find that there somewhere. Alright, now we can push. Nathan guy, man. He thinks he can go up to a F1 driver and then be like, I think that you're not trail braking right, because I saw a video where you have to trail brake slower than this. Try that to go faster. Of course the F1 driver is gonna be faster. Of course he's also got mistakes, but... I know Svellia is way more successful. I'm sending you there because his level of explaining might work for someone like you. Because honestly, you do not seem like the smartest of the bunch. And he's very good for beginners. I don't know why YouTube comments trigger me so much. Thanks for the follow. It's like a legit thing of why I don't want to stream on YouTube more, because there's always YouTube comments like this. It never happens in Twitch. Or not never, but if it's a comment like this, it's always YouTube. Alright, tires are finally up to 10. Yeah, I do need some YouTube mods. Mate, We don't have to go that far insulting someone. It's all fine. Okay, never mind. Nathan, can I ask, how old are you? Because depending on that, I will change the next things I say. Ahmed! Oh my god, we just understeer.
Got wheel damage.
Okay, let me just get one thing quickly straight. I hate it. Absolutely. There's nothing in this world I hate more than someone coming in and their first message being, this is wrong, do it this way. And if someone's right, fine. But make sure you're right. If it's bullshit advice and you come in thinking you know better, fuck off. And what this YouTube comment said was beyond bullshit. If you're braking on throttle and you start braking at the same time, that's not going to cause understeer. Might heat the tires a bit. It's gonna hurt your fuel mileage. It's not the best thing to do, but I hate it so much when someone thinks they know better, and then they're completely wrong. Oh, I can't stand it. Like, not even saying anything afterwards. And then I say, no, that's not the case. And he gets like, why can't you take criticism? Oh my. 30 minutes of YouTube streaming and I'm already triggered again. Okay, let's push a bit now. Because I'm still slow. If he thinks that Aaron, then it's completely different. Then it's turning into like conversation, which I enjoy. But it's this AI style of talking where you say something with full confidence. If you say something with full confidence and authority, you better make sure it's right. If it's not right, oy, oy, oy. Like, of course, someone can try to be helpful. Thanks, Derp. And I'm really not trying to be condescending. Also, if you're 1K, you can spot things that I'm doing wrong. I am not driving too well, especially not now. What's the fastest way? I made a YouTube video about that. Oh, my understeer. Nathan came my second account? I have been banned, Nathan. But while you're at it, if you could go to YouTube and subscribe, I would really appreciate that. Have a race with Gustavo? Yeah, many times. Vamos Brazil, Bora. I did some races with him, I think, as well. I'm just understeering here. Crazy. Vamos, Brasil! Oh, my understeer. Why the track time so hot? It's just the
Left of the session.
sessions from CDA. Alright, now we should I learn first on baseline? No, try VRS setup first, or whatever setup shop you have. Baseline is my point. So where do we go from here? Isn't it cooler than official? I don't think so. I hope so. I don't think so though. Alright, let's add some rear camber. YouTube rips is a menace. Yeah, this is a bit too hot, I think. I agree. Can we run the car a bit stiffer here? Both a bit. Both a bit. But I'll have a full video on brake or trail braking soon. But if you think about the friction circle, the more you start to turn, the more you need to release the brakes. But you can also control how the car's weight transfer is a bit with the brakes. Chat, I know what I'm doing. I appreciate the help. I know what I want to change. What the fuck am I listening to? Chat, does anyone have something on a YouTube playlist I can look for? Because this... Do we take jazz? Maybe we just take jazz. No? Maybe just go here. Let's see what happens if we stiffen the car up a bit. But as a reference for you guys, I'm more than 10 mils higher on the rear now. Yeah, especially when the understeer mostly came on corner exits where I'm on the throttle. Yeah, maybe 5. Actually, well, if you're asking OP, yeah, maybe it's 0. Six, 7. It's not that OP. Okay. Feels okay so far. What car is this? This is the Aston Martin GT3 Evo. Okay, maybe we're starting to cook. Well, how stable is it? Let's find out. Let's get close to the wall. I said close to the wall. Not too bad. Pretty forgiving, I would say. Aston is shit at bus stop. Yes, that's exactly what we just found out. Okay, this is starting to feel okay. One pushes though. Yeah, okay. Not really, I didn't really watch it at all. Bah. There's the beef searching guy. I don't know. Okay, I think we're cooking now. Understeers a bit here though. Is this the lap? Okay, but it's slow. The Merc. I have too much gear wing here. Okay.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Now we are cooking. You looked at pedals after your latest video, couldn't figure out. Nice one, no. How far is it away from my screen? Like 75 seconds? Bit almost. So we're starting to cook. Now I'm gonna try something. This would be NASA if this works. But let me see, I think there's some food. Yeah, but Kosh was not driving these conditions. Track is too hot. It's generated conditions. Maybe some will be this hot tomorrow. And otherwise it will just feel good for me. So we're doing the time now that... Okay. We're doing the time now that Lasso was doing on his hot lap. But I think we can go faster. Let's just have a look at some quick YouTube while I eat. What do we watch? I know there's no sound on YouTube, otherwise I get copyright striked. Apologizes. I'll be done. I'll be done soon. How many YouTube frogs are there? 80? Okay, we have to do something for the 80. Okay, I can't just leave it muted. Okay, then we have to... we do time guesser. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, I did see. Can someone share a link about the F1? Because I'm kind of... I think Red Bull is the quickest now. W YouTube channels. So, for the new people, this here, we see a picture, and we have to guess where and when this picture was. And we can do it together with stream, and you have to help me. Is this Italy? This looks like Greece, no? Well, unless you know the picture, but if you know where the place is, then you can help. You know the picture, then no. Yeah, it does look like... Syria? I think these people are a bit too wide for Syria now. Sicily? Are there buildings like this? Could be. Miami is too flat for this. How about this dress? Is this... Do we know any of these people? We don't, right? 55, we say? I would say a bit later, but... Gone. No. Italian people, you can tell. Yeah, but she could be Greek. Bum. Look at that. W. Chat, this is how we do it. Of the... Not just night, right? So are we Spanish? Communist Mexica. He looks like a Salamanca. Let's go Mexico City, right? 72? 70, 72, 80s, 70. Quite far off, because it's... Not a bad guess, though. This one's interesting. Is this Hungary? Yeah. Energie. Yeah, of course times aren't comparable, Thomas, but whoever's the fastest here, we know is going to win the season, right? That's always how it happens. Okay, it's over. Back it up. Hadja versus Max for the title. How far off are they of the last year's times? Okay. Not bad. You can see the city on the storefront. Okay, but... Yeah, okay. I would not have known that Gür is a bank. Well... It's now, right? Let's see how thick his hand is. He's covering his hand, so it has to be now. Well, almost now. Got Matt. Is this Swedish? Skåneids play. Or it's Danish or Swedish now. Tirum Egertorvet. This looks more Swedish to me. Yeah. Norway. Maybe here? Okay. When was this? This has to be like a 50s car, right? Early 50s? 63, really? This is a car from 63? With the rear wheel like this? Honestly though, why do they not do this anymore? Having the rear wheel like integrated like this. Doesn't this just looks nice and it should be good right for the aero? The car can be older than a photo, yeah, but in general, if you look at a city center and a picture like this, the cars are new. If you're more outside the city center, the cars are gonna be a bit older. And if you're in like Balkan or something, the cars are at least 10 years old. But we're in Norway. Let's go late 50s then. Should have gone earlier. Alright, let's continue. Ahem. Um, let's see if the car wants to be a stiffy. And I'll adjust the setup for this, and then I'll upload my version to CDA and my Discord. You guys know the deal. And there's a new option now. There are memberships on YouTube. I found. Meaning, you can do the same as on Twitch now. I forgot what I called the memberships. One of them will more be like a supporter thing, where you get access to also a Discord channel to ask questions, and I'll try to help out with, like, for example, if you send like a question about driving, hardware, stuff like that. I'll try to answer all of them, and then the normal one you just get access to if I change the setup. We'll go to CDA and Discord. Oh, my understeer. Hello, Impiera. I will not run GT3 Fix in Algarve. I think this is a bit too understeery. Let's wait till like lap 3. Is there any chance of rain this week? Okay, that felt pretty good. No, that's pretty good. Hoppa. Not ideal. How about Porsche Cup? No rain? Yeah, Porsche Cup on Monza. Okay, so let's see. This lap should be a bit indicative. No, Porsche Cup is Monza alone. Monza combined, the CT Sprint the week after. This is not bad. trucks already faster?
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Fuck. They will be on CDA, yes. Yeah, I was scared I was gonna spin, but it's pretty stable. Yeah. The stop entry is not nice. It's just a traction there. Both gear just doesn't work there.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
No. I don't usually even test at all. I just load in and then start driving. There's nothing like every driver that prepares a lot or just goes into sessions, it depends. Most drivers will prepare a bit, yeah. Alright, let's push for a lap. And then I'm gonna just save this and reduce the rear wing and click. Yes, indeed. That was a bit too fast. Yeah.
You've got wheel damage.
Talent. I wouldn't say it's talent to just load into a session and go fast. It's just knowing how to drive, no? Like if you know how to control the car and if you good control over, for example, the Aston, it won't take you long loading into a new track to go fast. Of course some people do it easier than others. Some people don't do that. Oh, is the boat fast? It's really good medium speed. It have any curves? Yes. The gearbox is from the 1930s.
You got the cord.
When you press shift,
give up that time.
it takes like half a second for anything to happen. Other than that, it's alright. Zero, can I give you a mod on YouTube as well? Let's see if this one last wing can help. Okay. Talent for sure is a thing. And I think the people that say talent is not a thing, it's just hard work, they are just coping. They are either really good or they're not good and they are coping that they can make up with it with just practicing a lot. Yeah, Essence the car this week. And I'm not saying that you can't get far with either of those without doing the other. But you can let Lance Stroll drive laps around Barcelona from now until the F1 race. He is not going to beat Max Verstappen. And opposite as well, if I drive for the next week on Watkins and Max jumps on the sim and he does 3 laps, he's not going to beat my time. To be at the top level, you need both. I mean, in football, look at Ronaldo. He's talented as hell, he works super hard, but he can do whatever the fuck he wants. He's not beating that autistic little guy from Argentina. It is what it is. Doesn't have enough grip. It's not that the rear is too much. I don't think this pickup wing is going to do that much. I think most guys at the top have both. And you can get very far without talent. But in some cases, you're gonna need talent. Same the other way around. Some people are incredibly gifted. At some point, you're gonna need to put the work in. Just use drugs. Mr. Ronaldo can use whatever the fuck he wants. Alright, let's see. Is this one lower wing better? Yeah, that guy. Hey, Alden. Because that corner is so oversteering an exit. And you can fix it, but then you mess up the rest of the lap. Okay, well this lap was pretty good.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Fuck. Yeah, it's very helpful. I want to get one good lap in for YouTube. For now it's this. But the track is quite hot, keep that in mind. Thanks, Remy. That's not what the other YouTube comment said. Yeah, I loved Watkins more how it was before. Surely this is the lap. Yeah, dust up is pretty crazy. Too early. Fuck!
You've got wheel damage.
Understeer. Understeer. We have it soon, we have it
You've got
soon.
wheel damage.
Most enjoyable? Guilty pleasure? Alcala and Daytona. Guilty pleasure, Loki. Okay, this is it.
Oh man! Man, oh man! Stay on your fucking line!
I'm resetting sectors with active reset. I will show you. After I finish the lap on at least a 0.4. Not off. It depends on the weather temperatures or the weather settings. These are exceptionally high. Apparently. Yeah, but this was an off track.
That was your butt. Lack of possession.
This had an off track. It normally, yes, higher temps mean slower. Yeah, but I didn't finish the lap, did I, if I went off the track? Imagine now how it works every week when I need to record lap guides. If I don't get exactly the lap I'm happy with, then go again, go again, go again. It's good practice anyways. Okay, well, this is not it, is it? Do we continue? 0.5. So, no respect to Gustavo, okay, but I don't think Gustavo is like top esport level, is he? To the point where winning championships. I mean, he's obviously fast, but in my opinion, Thomas was the fastest last season in F1 Esports. He did not get it done though, partly because he was not the smartest, but also other reasons. 50, no, it's not optimal for grip. It's a bust-up shooter like this IRL, it's different. It's not as bouncy. Oh my goodness me. This is not easy. What percentage is optimum for grip? I have no idea. Is it the most? Okay, I put my gloves on. Now it gets serious. I put my gloves on. 0% fastest? Okay. Chat, now we're gonna stop messing around. Put the lap in, upload the setup, call it a day. And then we actually look a bit on how we exactly take the chicane. A couple things around the lap. But now it won't take too long. Now we lock in. What a corner. Fuck. I got too excited. need to get used to... I need to get used to the gloves. Look! I mean business now. Why am I not jumping on the front? No grip. I just use random motocross gloves. I like them. Just thin gloves. Do I need to take third on the last
Thanks
corner?
for YouTube videos.
LPRC. Thanks for the sub. Alright, this is the one. Surely. I don't know. Are you joking? I'm starting to hate this so much. But I'm not giving up. I don't know why this lap doesn't count. That was maybe a bit too fast. I know it doesn't even matter. It needs to be a good lap in my head. Yeah, but I was losing too much speed in third. It's a good tactic, short shift. Oh no, the data pack time is a 0.7. We are not the same. We are not the same. Oh, what a corner, what a corner. Nice try. I don't care, it's enough.
I can do 1,000 laps and I don't think I can beat that lap. It was unbelievable.
I know I did a 0.41, but it gets slower every time you reset. We take it, we take it. So let's... Oh shit. Actually, I need to now... Okay, now we go cook setup. Let's have a look, let's have a look. Okay, but Brat and I went like completely different direction, almost everything. Let me just put this on. Oh no. Now the different ride heights. I have to start over. Ah, nine. Oh, what the shit. It's so annoying to play this stupid game. Fix the right heights every time. And I can't even show you guys anything because it has to be this. Okay. Yeah, I can't show you the setup, but I can't show you something else either. It's unfortunate, it really is. Alright, this should be good. And now we load Bratan setup. Chad, do you think we're gonna beat our time? Maybe Bratan cooked. He has less wing. If Bratan cooked, then I'm not gonna upload my setup. Oh, this feels heavy. He needs to turn the E-Pass up. Yeah, Malden. 316. Hoppa. He went down on the wing instead of going up on the rake. Bratan has cooked some insane setups for Bathurst already. This feels good so far, not gonna lie. That feels interesting. No, last I did the setup. That's what I started with. But I did not like last setup at all for this. So we've been tinkering. And I beat this time now by 2.5 tenths, but it should... My optimal's half a second. I don't think he's trolling, but it's just the same setup as Algarve pretty much. And I think for here you need something that works well on long rotating corners, and I was just understeering. Okay, this should be the first representative lap. The brakes feel good though, these brake settings. When I'm braking normally, I'm close to the ABS, that's good sign. I just think you need more rake. No worries, but thanks for watching and the nice comments. I don't drive Pit and Go setup. I work for Coach Dave. But I did not like the default Coach Dave setup. So what happens then is I adjust it, I upload my version so you can choose which version you like the most. Hello, Ruben. I'm in the ABS too much with this. I watched Rolex 24. No. This is Watkins. I feel like it's a bit more dirty, yes. I'm on ultra wide. Yeah, it's not enough brake, I think. I would even go up a bit on the brake cylinders again. I'm still in the ABS quite a bit. Yeah, 49 inch. Yeah, it's lap 3. on my setup I was here already pretty much equal. Maybe a tenth off. I just can't drive this on low reg. I was also miles off. Yeah. Not the setup for me, this one. I'll just show you a bit now, also for my YouTube, how to take which corner. And we'll make a YouTube video out of this. Yeah, we need to see you back. Alright, so we can do a couple things. Wait, let me turn the music. No, I don't have to turn the music off. Yeah, I don't have to turn the music off. Turn 1. Most important is that you clip this right-hand curb here at some point. You need to clip this curb at some point in the right-hander. And in the Aston, because you don't have any acceleration, this will be around the whole track, you just try to need to keep the speed up. The chicane you can sand a lot. I'm braking around the 200. I'm just sanding it a lot on the entry, and the car will just stick. And then on the exit you can even put a tire on the right side here with the grass. And then try to keep it tight on throttle early. Careful for the rear stepping out on the entry here. And just keep trying to keep the speed up, that's what the Aston's good at. And then same for here. Be on throttle early. How can I see YouTube chat? It's on stream. Careful with the off track here. And this exit is just a bitch. And this would be a fine exit on normal tracks, but because we have to set the car up for very long rotation on exit to have like rotation and power, this will just oversteer here, so you have to be very careful with the throttle before you go flat. Small lift on entry here, depends if you lose the front or the rear first. In the Aston we lose the front first, so we're lifting right after we turn. And then the same for the last corner. Wait for the front to bite, for the rear to start sliding a tiny bit, stepping out. We can see that here. Wait for it to start stepping out a tiny bit and then go back on power, and it will keep you in rotation. And just try to avoid the wall on the exit. So that's what we want to do when we drive IMSA. Let me just try to save a quality set, and I'll upload this one to Discord and CDA. 11 liters. And then we do a bit of Porsche Cup. See how that drives on Monza. And then I'll make my YouTube video. Let me load Porsche Cup. Porsche Cup, open. Right, so let's see what we have here. How are the YouTube frogs doing? Hello, YouTube frogs. Still 44. Lock in. Setup. Let's see what we cooked here. I don't know yet, fun. Hey gosh. Hey Axel. Mate, what did we leak? That we're running lowest tire pressures? So let's see how this drives. What lap times are people doing on this? Look, Pablo brake race. What is 6.2? Okay. Not gonna lie, this feels pretty good already. Oh
You
god.
cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
This track is not good for safety rating, by the way. Can we take the curb? Okay, that's fine. This feels better than most GT3 cars here. Chat, I have an exercise for you. Can you try to find tier lists, sim racing tier lists we can do on stream after this? This feels like a second gear corner. No, we did tracks, but something else. Like, I would love to do a sim racing tier list of like drivers or something. I tried to look for one, but I can't find one. Maybe you have to make one. We can do sim racing titles.
They say you cut the corner. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gain.
Yeah, like, who are the biggest terrorists on iRacing? If you want to make one, for example, just take a screenshot of like a driver profile or something. Is second on grid and go, what? Not gonna lie, this feels like this could be a Giga Week in Porsche Cup. Funny video about what? This feels fun. Okay, I can look. This feels fun, not gonna lie. Sneaky team best streamer. Yo guys! Bam! Mate, how are we driving 46.2 here? Are we sure we're doing 46.2?
New bus flat for you.
Stop braking. Ah. Okay, I was missing some corners, let's put it that way. Turn TC off, I don't like the turn TC off. That's fine. I think I can go more aggressive with the setup though. But for normal setup, it just feels fine. I mean, then that lap, yeah, I missed it. The lap before I hit it.
They say you cut the cord. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
Yeah, let's start tweaking a bit. Is it minimum wing here? Can we try it? Let's try it, right? It's not bad over curbs. It depends what curb. These curbs is great over. Look.
You cut the cord, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
It's like a monster truck. It's just the way it lands, it's weird. There's no way. Turn 1? Turn 1 second curve, I don't know. Are you saying turn 2 or what? Look, you can just skip the empty cuts. Doesn't care. Fuck me. Do you mean first chicane? Turn 2 is in the first chicane. Okay. I need to get a drink soon. So you avoid that curve, you want to say? We are looking. So I don't know what session this is, if it's a fast or slow session. Minor swing definitely seems pretty decent though. So we don't... It's not turn 1, it's turn 2. Okay, need to find that breaking point. Holy. Still down. I have a video about straight line braking that goes into that. Short answer, yes. Yeah, you can. You don't have to avoid it completely. I'm in it a bit too much now because I'm switching cars, but I'm not relying on it, if that makes sense. Let's push for 46. It's supposed to be there to help you for sure. If it helps you, it depends. Probably better than locking up.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, not a bad lap, but I still think going over the curbs is better. I don't know. Just tired.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
There is no way in hell that's not faster. You cannot convince me. Maybe this. That turn you go over the curb. Oh, dude. I'm getting rage baited so hard. First he says turn 1 second curb. Turn 1 second curb. Turn 1. Turn 1. Has 1 curb. 1. 1. 1. 1 curb. 1. 1. Turn 2. You take it a bit. A bit. Little bit. Little bit. Little bit. Little bit you take it. Any more and I get a slowdown. And you prevent the bounce. Mate. The bounce. What bounce? I land on a pillow. Holy shit. Look if you drive around it. No chance, no chance. Yeah, I think so. You have to take the second curb, for sure. I can't brake. The fixed setup is almost the same. There's no suspension difference. There's no ARB difference, I think. It's gonna be almost the same. Yeah, you have to take it a lot. If you don't take it a lot, if you take it a bit, then the car bounces. You have to take it like this. Let's see second chicane. I don't know, Kash. Let's keep it in third and see if we can take the second. Maybe. You have to take it the right way. That's annoying. You see the difference, right, from when I took it the right way to not. I'm making the car. I landed on the other side of the curb. That's why I didn't have another bounce or something. And I went onto it fairly straight instead of turning. That's why the left doesn't go that high. Oh, this it's quick reset. You can map a button in the test drive. Let's try the Sven Hasi line here. Pretty good. This turn one is very tricky though. There we go. Done it like that. Thanks, Dutchman.
Pick up the course, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
I'm even not sure about the second chicane. Let's try to get a lap in with the first chicane like this. And then second chicane we'll see. Yeah, there's no way going around this faster. There's just no way. Acme is awfully silent. Let's try to brake from the outside to the inside a bit more. Yeah, the second chicane's tricky. Let's set a reset point here. And we can practice a little bit. try to go around it too. I need to be in second here. Yeah, you need to land it right. Oh, I'm braking too late. Okay, that's also pretty good. I shouldn't have set my second base point so far. Where is it? Where did I set my reset point? All the way here, oh my god. No, C license fine though. This feels fine if you cut it, to be honest. I have to keep it in third. I don't think there's a big difference here. What car? But I don't think so, because we're running the same in the Aston. I don't think so. As long as you can brake 100%. Yeah, I think it's also faster here to take a curve. Even taking it a bit upsets the car a lot. But taking it a lot doesn't upset the car that much, look. You have to know how to do it, watch, look. When you're going here, you need to release the throttle, going into it. Right on the curb, release the throttle. And then before you land, you can go back again. But if you keep the throttle over here, you're gonna spin the rear tires a lot. Just release the throttle a bit over this. Look, it lands instantly. You're not bouncing. Let's try to set a hot lap now. That's too much.
Make sure you cut the cord. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gain.
But it's tricky, you have to send it straight over, and if you're turning, you land on the left rear first, you're gonna have a bad time. But this is gonna be tricky for license, this track. For sure. No, not on paddles. That off track is annoying. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really gone seriously with haptics. That was like a miracle run that I did through turn 1. What the fuck? Now I'm on VRS. I don't know, it sounds alright, I don't know.
New fast flat for you.
It just seems like alright. Benchmark, let's see if we can go faster. This turn 1's hard. You have to take it from the outside and then cut to the
You
inside.
cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
But you definitely don't miss the curb. Like, yeah, too much throttle in the middle. Didn't land on the exit of the curb. Second gear for turn 2, let's try it. I don't think so. When I tried it, it felt slow. Not too bad. But you need to land on this curb, which is the tricky part. But even if you don't land on the curb, it's the same speed as going around it, I think. Like this one was not bad.
Cut the cord, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
I thought I had it. How do you do it? No, this is already faster than no curb. The way I took it here. lap either. How do we take it? Bomb. I didn't land on the exit of the curb now though, but there was a right angle. Went too deep. You have to land straight, otherwise the car keeps bouncing. You have to land straight. You can't land on one tire first. It's just a play seat. Yeah, you have to land straight on any of the curbs. Then you can take any curb you want. You have to land straight. So let's do it. We are starting to cook. Yeah, I got beat one race like that. Deep. I crashed with someone into turn 1. He went straight, like he didn't take the corner on the inside. He served a slowdown and he won the race. Like a second in front of me. Couple more tries, I promise. Couple more tries and then we do something else.
You cut the cord, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
That was it. Active reset is nice, yeah. No, it doesn't. You have to be very careful on the curbs here, but if you take it straight, you land straight, then you can take them. Like there, even on the first right-hander, I'm losing it. What the hell? That's too much in areas. I'm just struggling on the brakes since I'm not used to the Porsche Cup, but answer is probably yes, but I probably shouldn't. No, you can look. Now I'll lock in. I'll hit the line. Look, look, look. You have to you have to hit it exactly, but it's repeatable. I'm just not consistent on the brakes right now. Isn't. That's too much.
You cut the cord, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
Is the peak up as fast as GT3? I think the GT3 will be a tiny bit faster, but there won't be much in it. See if I lock in, I don't get it perfect, but not too far off. How do I fuck it up there? I went in too fast. We're almost there, we're almost there.
Leave space. We're getting faster.
You can fuck off with that bitch. Seriously, I will fucking find you from my channel. Computer boy, when you're writing here, you're directly banned from the chat. Directly.
That's too much.
You cut that corner, you've got a slow down penalty.
Boom, 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 boom. What happened to my Delta? Delta was hiding. Mate, I'm not that far in the ABS. If you see like ABS activated, that's not the same as full in the ABS. Okay, if I finish this lap well, I just take this lap. No, then no. Again, too fast. Too. Okay, good fun.
Wheel damage.
We will get right at it. We do a 0.6, we do a 0.6. That can't be that hard. Missed the entry. Fuck it.
fast flat for you.
Alright, and then we have a look at a couple tips here. And this will also go to the YouTube. So turn 1 is the most important by far. And what we want to do in turn 1, of course, cut the right hander a lot. Close to the slowdown, but you want to hit this. Either go around it or hit this a lot. And try to hit it in a straight angle. So that when you land on the other side of this curb. And then the car barely bounces. That's the magic one. But also, if you don't land exactly on the other side, you land right about here, you have small bounce, it's not too bad, as long as you cut it straight. Then brake early here, before the barrier. And again, cut the left and the right side a lot, and make sure that you're cutting it. Not in the middle of the corner, but quite straight. Not much input, and land quite straight. Front and rear at the same time. Same on the right hander here. Cut a lot. You see, you can cut a lot. But as long as you release a bit of throttle right when you hit the curb, you can land just fine and the car settles quite quickly. And the rest is just quite easy on this track. The off track will be very close to that. The off track will be almost here. I think. What does the info say? Yeah, they don't say anything. Oh, they do. The edge of the red, white, green curbing. What? Okay, so this is the limit. This here. No, the outer, like, you need to have 2 tires on this curb. This looks like good thumbnail. Perfect. Yeah, that's why I picked it, Aizen. Alright, let me get a drink, then we do a couple tier lists. Alright, let's do some tier list. Let me get a drink. Alright, let's do some tier list. So first we need to name this one because I don't know what this... Yeah, let's do the video after. Is this the one? Or do we have different ones? How about... Yeah, there's quite some missing, right? But this is sim, right? I'm doing this just as simulator. So ACC, I don't know. I never got into it that much. It's not that bad though. The thing is, it's so popular. But it's the mods that make it popular. I don't like the naming. What should we put the naming do on? Not the sim. Buggy. Mess. Decent to drive. And this is like a classic. Let's put it here because it's not revolutionary, it's just good. It's a classic. But it didn't do anything super new. Evo for now is buggy mess, no? Or did they improve it already? Automobilista 2 is decent. I can't argue with this. This has to be revolutionary, right? There was no game like this and it's so popular. We should make another tier on top of this for Ransport. Oh, it is a buggy mess. R Factor as well, it has to be revolutionary. This was by far the, like, so good. Assetto Corsa is basically R Factor 2. It's basically what R Factor 2 tried to be. WRC, I don't know, not a sim. I don't know what this is, not a sim. This is not a sim. Not a sim. Not a sim. Let's put this as like the whole Gran Turismo series. As a whole Gran Turismo series? As a whole Gran Turismo series? It has to be revolutionary, you know. This is what made sim racing even a genre. Just this one? I don't know. I don't know 7, but let's just take Gran Turismo. iRacing introduced the online model. They made this proper online model popular. It has to go here. Godcraft, I don't know. Here, I guess. LMU, low-key, is kind of here, but also kind of here. It's not on the same tier with Evo, like, no, it's here. It's not as at the cause yet, but this, in a couple years, people will appreciate this. Well, there is no other tier, so yes. Do I need to say more? This will be here in the future, for sure. For sure. Race Room it's proven. RF2 is like right in between these two. Let's put it here because it's better than these. But do we not have a list of drivers or like dangerous drivers in iRacing? Or dangerous teams? Someone should make something like this. Where's your video, Funval? We'll have a look. Holy shit, 50 YouTube frogs. Grazie ragazzi. Chat. We are trying to get to 10k this year. Okay? At 5k, I'll do a 10-hour stream. And you can decide what we do. We push for that. Last week I had 1,000. Raise to 10. At 10k subscribers, I get 10k iRating. I promise. Okay? At 10k subs on YouTube, I get 10k iRating. And if we are hitting 10k before May, I will get it on Yurica. We will get almost 2,000 iRating on this, and I will stream as much as I can until we get 10k. We will no life it. No life it. But we need to get 10k subs. And if we get it normally, I'll get it on my other account. Do this tier list? Nah. I don't know half of these. Maybe after the video. So, YouTube chat, on my Twitch you can hear it with the sound. I can't use sound on YouTube, otherwise I get copyright. Unlucky. Who makes these? This happened to me today. This happened to me today with the brake and throttle overlap. Resort Makaraki. Marcus. Martin Tough. It's the wrong version. Since when is Redline doing that? Giga chat. I have to say, after today, I don't have the same experience on lots of setups. Yeah, okay, that did not go well. Okay, let's do... I don't know these series though, some of these, but after this I'm gonna make my YouTube videos, okay? Endurance, endurance. This is Rat Kit. It's decent though. Endurance on iRacing is boring as fuck. Leo... Rat Kit. Yeah, I don't know most of these. This is good once a year. What is Formula C? Yeah, I mean... I hate the GT4 cars. I mean, there's no point in this one. I don't know most of these. No, this is GT3, it says GT3. So... iRacing Twitch streamers, we did this one, no? Since when is Ariana Grande iRacing Twitch streamer? Fabrice Cornelis. Who are half of these people? Okay, Max Panicky, there's no way. How about this one? I don't know so many of these. We did Time Guesser, yeah. Okay, now... This is an important one. Wait, I don't have the Aston. Right, yeah. This is how they drive, okay? This has to be S tier. How do you determine the mechanical grip liner limit? The last bit of straight line braking just before locking up. The Lambo is B tier at best. Audi is slightly better than Lambo. The Acura is everywhere and nowhere at once. But I kind of like the Acura. Low-key, Corvette is very nice to drive. This car does not turn... The steering wheel is like a truck. It's not nice to drive. The brakes on this car are shit. Open it's fine. Open it's fine. Fixed it's shit. BMW is just not fun. Some tracks it can be kind of fun. I wish there was an overtier for this car. This car is just never fun to drive. Ford is low-key fun to drive. But not S tier. That's my list. Where would Aston go? Probably S tier. The thing is though, if this one had the Porsche 991, not 992, I would move everything down 2 tiers, have it on the top tier, and the second tier, nothing, because nothing's even close. That car was bliss. Driving that car no, the brakes on the Merc is not fun. And the Acura is pretty fun to drive. Well, maybe not now. Maybe not now the McLaren's the most fun, but when it's good, I really enjoy driving this car. It's mostly on fixed days and that I hate it. Driving that on fixed is so annoying. iRacing team's on-track behavior. Alright. Alright, now we can start. Wait, let me move this a bit to the side. On track. Who is this? Affect Simulations. I mean, Redline doesn't do any bullshit on track. I've never seen Redline do bullshit except for like with the wet tires, but it's not on track racing. Anytime you race Redline, Bora. Obrigado. Quanta the same. This is with maybe not the new Red Kits. I haven't raced the new Red Kits too much yet, but with like the old Quanta, Only if you ask Sebi, he will disagree because he got ganged up on. It is what it is. Veloce is dead. They're in the bin. Fiercely backwards. Oi, oi, oi. Fiercely backwards is not very high, are they? Oi, oi, oi. Isn't Sulpak... Yeah, Sulpak is also quite dangerous. Prototypes. What is this team? Apex? Apex killed BS in so many special events. They cannot be very high. Wait, let's change the tiers. How should we even call this tier? Yeah, not all of them, but PGZ. There's is Pablo Racing, so I can't put it higher with Pablo because Pablo sometimes it's one of these. Oh no, Silence is in this team as well. Okay, Silence is in this team as well. Modern's clean, yes. Who is this? Manatee is just fair team. They have this Lanzani guy, actually. Lanzani brings this down. Lasagna, yes. He's dragging them down. What's wrong with the... Mate, this guy, anytime I race him, he drives like complete moron trying to race me off the road. Every time. And then he starts complaining in chat and then I banned him. So this was Simplify? I don't know them. Yeah, where's Mark? They would be here. Yeah, that's already boosted. Just Lanzani would be here. Maybe probably lower. Who is this? WSR. They're fair, right? Fair team. Drago, I like all the Drago guys, to be honest. Has there been Drago drama? Anytime I raced them has been good. Williams. They would go here. But they had this Daytona 24 that did not go too well, did it? Here for Daytona 24 with the lapped car. What is this? Do you have eyes? Yeah, Williams has been better lately. Yeah, it's also missing BS. Williams has been better lately, yeah. But they have... This is also Williams, like this, the academy team, and sometimes there's bandit moves. BS, probably here. I think there's some people still in AOT. But I judge them off what happened before. I don't really know any of these teams, I'll be honest. I don't know, it's just Lasse. Lasse so far is fair. Maybe not always the cleanest. You're from Sard. What is this? I don't know. I never heard of. Different time zone. Finalist. Finalist. Yeah, but this is on track. On track behavior. Esport tier list. Okay, I can't find anything here. I don't like special events. Let's wait till we find a good one. iRacing LMP2 drivers. Okay, Petazuba has to go here. Paddy also has to go here. Oh my, no. this guy, if you see this guy in the mirror, get ready to park it because your day is done. Yoop, I think Yoop is retired. Stanley, this guy, okay, Atte is kind of giga. What is this? Sasha, oi, he's, he was not good. Same as Marcus Desk. Dominic, good. Mid. This is a fair list, no? Toasted iRacing streamer. Oh, this is quite a big list. Giga Instant Watch, toasted but funny, and the bin stone in the head. Didn't I make this? Didn't I make this list? Pretty sure I made this list. No, I didn't make this list, but I did this already. Yeah. iRacing these, but this is over, right? Yeah, I don't know. Over. Wait, I can't type. iRacing teams. This doesn't load. Nobody with a better one? Then we go offline. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not making my own list on stream. We go to Lasse. Wait, are we doing a hosted? Are we joining the hosted? Okay, let's do a couple laps in the hosted. What was the password? I guess Alta. It was. Ah. So password and name is Alta. Alta. And then we see if our setup was good or not. Yeah, he's in. Alright. Why are people here in McLaren, Porsche? Are they trolling? My force feedback's too high. These temperatures are nice though. I wonder what the temperatures will be like tomorrow.
Car looks fine. No damage to report. They say you cut the
True,
cord.
Chief.
You'll have to slow down.
I don't know
Give
how
up the
to
time
use
going.
Is that what you think is better, or I'll give you a chance here. What do you think, Leslie? Is that what worked for you, or?
Car 11, just set the fastest lap. 44.636. Car 6, just set the fastest lap. 43.932.
Well, I can. And I don't mind suggestions, but don't put them as like, you need to do this. I would appreciate that. The wind is weird here. Setup feels good though.
Car 11, just set the fastest lap. 43.908.
Well, with my setup I can dig it at 4 very fast. As you can see there.
Car right, clear.
Yeah, Aston's OP. The delta between them and how it affects grip. This is quite in-depth stuff. It's not that important. But you want the outside of the tires, generally, as cold as possible, while having some temperature on the core. And if the delta is very big, you don't have as much grip, yeah. but usually you can't really have the delta that big. It only is like when you try to heat up the tires.
Car 12, just set the fastest lap. 42.648. Car right. Clear on the right.
These temps of... I don't think my lap was that good now. Let's try to see if we get a good lap in. But it's not bad.
Left side. Clear.
Oh, I didn't get to turn it.
You've got wheel damage. That was your fastest lap of the session.
42.1's pretty fast though. Higher gear of lower torque is faster than lower gear with more torque. What? You mean accelerating? No, the car on the bottom doesn't really damage anymore now. But yeah, I think my set is pretty good then. I was going to do the same lap as this. It's a fast server, gosh. I hit the wall in the last corner. What's my optimal this? Yeah, I did 0 optimal on race fuel. It's always just fast. Let's do one more run. You don't understand how higher gears mostly... It's not. It's only if you have to shift that it's normally faster. Like, you don't want to shift while you're turning. That upsets the rotation of the car. That's the only thing really. Like, you want to avoid, while you're still turning the wheel quite a lot, that you're shifting in the middle. Yeah, the CDA settings are also like way slower. Way over a second. I think if you get a good lap on this, it's like a 41.8.
You got a slow car on the right.
Exactly, stop trolling in the murk. There's good setup on my Discord and on CDA now. Yeah, we could do a coaching session on this show. Who's in front of me? DJ. Hoppa. The rear likes to snap on the brakes. On the downer left-hander.
Car stop on the right. Go left.
This corner. The next corner. That's where you lose the rear? What? I understeer an entry there. Okay, let's try to push.
Car 11, just set the fastest lap. 42.327. Car stop on the right. Go left. Right side. Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
It's holding me up. Again.
No damage. Car looks clean. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
The last one was tricky. But the setup is fast. Yeah, the bus stop is annoying. Man, I don't get the last corner right.
New fast flat for you.
Now what I've understood here. Yeah, you just have to understeer now.
New fast flat for you.
But the setup is good. We're ready for tomorrow. I think the setup is good. It's on Coach Dave and Discord if you want to try it. That's race fuel. Alright, I make my YouTube video and I'll see you guys tomorrow for some IMSA. Adios. Let's see Lars if he wants to keep on his setup or try mine. Ciao.